UAN represents numerous indigenous cultures, the United States of Kalasa serves as the first indigenous nation specifically for Hindus. Kalasa's mission is focused on the revival of the ancient enlightened Sanatana Hindu civilization with a formal governance structure including a head of state, ministers, and ambassadors. Under the leadership of SPH, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, Kalasa has achieved recognition as a sovereign subject of international law, possessing distinctive attributes of juridical statehood. The United States of Kalasa is the main sponsor of the proposed UAN headquarters. This initiative would bring forth an estimated $100 million in revenue for the host country through summits, conferences, tourism, and development projects. The proposed UAN headquarters would represent the world's indigenous nations and peoples through its architectural design. It would blend the best of all worlds.
To move the body, then puja, to move the spirit, then these talks that really dive into my subconscious mind, to really get into these root patterns.
Welcome to Kalasa's Nithyananda Yoga. As we begin with the Sadguru Vandanam, join our hands together. Nithyanandam Paramasukhatam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Andvatitam Gaganasadrusham Tattvasyadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadhi Sakshibhutam Avatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Keep your eyes closed as we enter into Shiv Moonmantra Japa 11 times internally. Om Ham Ham Shivaya Namaha. 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 Now let's enter into the Tattvachanam, the ritualistic cleansing. Om Atmadatam Sodayami Sadha. Om Vidyadatam Sodayami Sadha. Om Shivadatam Sodayami Sadha. Om Ham Hridayaya Namaha. Now clasp your right hand over the left and place it on the right thumb, right thigh. Enter into the Sankalpa, the conscious resolution. Om Amopata Samasta Duritashaya Dwara Avishre Nithyananda Paramashiva Prityatham Shri Nithyanandeshwari Paramashiva Shakti Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Prityatham Adya Purvata Evam Gunavisheshenam Tishnayam Asyam Subhutitho Gunarogiyukta Dragati Yogi Sarya Siddhyartham Paramashiva Shakti Aviskanatham Nithyananda Yoga Vyasam Karishe Om Abhavrashya. Now wash your hands and keep the Panchamadra aside as we get ready to enter into the Vinyasa Krama first sequence. The first asana is Siddhasana Chatwari. Start seated in a comfortable position with your spine upright, hips grounded. Draw one heel in towards the perineum and stack the opposite foot gently on the top, allowing the knees to relax naturally. Then cross your arms in front of your chest, keeping your shoulders relaxed and chest open. Hold on to the forearms. Maintain Shambhi Mudra. Om Shidkari Kumbh. Gently press the tongue against the upper palate with the tip behind the front teeth. Slowly inhale through the teeth to create a hissing sound. Hold your breath and then calmly exhale through the nostril. Engage Mula Bandha. Visualize yourself as one who has already attained inner order. Nothing to chase, nothing to miss. Feeling the base sealed, ready. As you chant the japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivam Siddhasanam. The next asana, Nrityasanam. As you're seated in a comfortable seated position, cross your arms in front of the chest, shoulders relaxed, Shambhavi Mudra, Siddhari Kumka, Mula Bandha. Visualize attention turning inward as if senses gently disengage from the outer world and return home. Feel as if you have conquered inner enemies like fear, desire, restlessness to the inner, to the clarity and discipline. Chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam Nivrityasanam. The next asana is Simhasana, Chaturtha. From a seated position, bring one heel close to the perineum and place the opposite foot above it. So the foot are stacked over another. Then place the back of your hands on the respective arms. Palms open. Bring your gaze, hands are on the respective knees. Palms open. Bring your gaze to the nose. Engage Shritakari Kumbhaka Pranayama. Shambhavi Mudra. Keep your eyes open wide. Then open your mouth wide and visualize yourself as a lion. Shambhavi Mudra. Mula Bandha. Visualize yourself as a majestic lion, embodying courage, confidence, and legal calm. I will chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam Dasasaneshu Prasamam Siddhasanam Dutiyam Bhadrasanam Tritiya Padmasanam Chaturtha Gomukhasanam Panchamam Vedasanam Shashtam Vajrasanam Saptam Bhujangasanam Ashtam Mrityasanam Navamam Ushtrasanam Dasam Shavasanam. The next asana is Vriga Swastikasana. Start seated with your spine right and legs crossed. With the right foot rest on top of your left thigh. And the left foot rest on your right thigh in Padmasana. So be seated in Padmasana. And bring the legs to face each other, keeping your knees grounded on the floor. And then from Vriga Seed Samudra. Place both the hands on the knees with fingers creating a deer gesture. Shambhavi Mudra, Siddhari Kumbhaka Pranayama. Now, visualize yourself as a gentle, alert deer. Engage Mula Bandha and chant the japa Nithyananda Paramashivam Patavyam Bahutale Padau Adhanasthena Yogina Dakshinam Vamabhage tu Vamapada tu Dakshine. next asana is asana. Start seated in a comfortable seated position. Spine upright, hips grounded, draw one heel close to the perineum. Stack the other foot gently on top, allowing the knee to relax naturally. And then interlace the finger in front of your stomach, keeping your shoulders relaxed and chest. Shitkari Kumaka Pranayama. Gently press the tongue against the palate with the tip of the tongue behind the front teeth. Inhale slowly, tracing sound. Engage Mulabandha. Visualize absolute stillness at the center, as if nothing inside you need to shift or as chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashiva Sthirasanam. Next asana. Sthitapada. From the seated position, on the previous posture, allow the knees to naturally settle down, and then raise both your hands above your head in alignment with the shoulders. And simultaneously keep your shoulders relaxed and open. Shambhi Mudra, Satakari Kumaka Pranayama. Engage Mulabandha. Visualize the steady inner heat building in the core like control pain. You chant Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam Siddha Atha Asita Tapasanam. The next asana is Bhavanasana. So come to the kneeling position with your spine tall and hips raised. Then place your 4 fingers near the navel at the front of your body while positioning your thumbs around the back. Hold the waist firmly. Keep your chest lifted, shoulders relaxed as you engage your core, gently as you raise your feet off the ground behind you. Maintaining your balance, steady breath, and upright position. Shambhi Mudra, Jai Kumka Pranayama. Slightly contract the throat and draw the breath fully in through the nostril, producing the sound of the ocean. Engage Mulabandha. Visualize inner wind being contained and directed rather than scattered, like air held under control. The chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Pavanasanam. The next asana, Purnapada Trikonasana. As you are standing on the knees, bring the knees together without touching. Bring your feet wider than shoulder width. And then keep your top of the feet flat on the ground. Toes. Lengthen your spine as you lift your chest upright and settle your weight evenly through your shins. Bring your hands in front of chest in Namaskara Mudra. Jai Kumaka Pranayama. Mulabandha, your base forming a complete unbreakable triangle. Each foot, knee fully to total stability. And the japa Nithyananda Paramashivoham Purnapada Trikonasanam. The next asana is Simhasana. So from a seated position on your knees. So be seated on your knees. Cross your ankles behind the perineum. Soles turn up. Place the palms firmly on the top of your knees. Draw the chin in Jalanda Bandha. Then keep your gaze fixed at the nose. Ujjayi Kumbhaka Pranayama, Shambhe Mudra. Visualize yourself as a powerful lion, steadfast, confident, and fearless. As you chant the Om Nithyananda Paramashiva Simhasanam Herande Gulfacha Vrishnasyadho Viktakarmen Ramena Dhurvanta Prataha Shrimulam Bhumis Sokarocha Jano Pari. The next asana is Ardha Vrakshasana. So this is similar to Sirsasana, but your knees will be bent. So from the kneeling position, interlace the finger and place the back of your hands firmly on the ground to create a stable base. And then lower your crown of your head onto the palm. Then allow the head to be gently supported while keeping most of the weight into your arms and forearms. Lift your hips upward, bring your feet off the ground, knee raised, keep your then bend one knee and then slowly draw the heels in close to the buttocks. Engage your core. Lift your legs and try to bring the heels close to the buttocks. Shir Samudra. Kevala Kukumka. Allow the breath to pause naturally without forcing. Bandha. Visualize young tree lifting itself upward. Roots formed, trunk formed. Strength is still developing but reliable. The chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam the Ardhavrikshasanam. The next asana is Ardhangiri Vrikshasana. So this is a continuation of the previous asana. So if you can hold yourself in the Simlasana, start from the start on the kneeling position, interlace the finger, place the back of your hands on the ground, lean forward, place the crown of the head gently on your palm, and then lift the knees and extend the legs upward, forming vertical alignment, and then bend, keep the elbows bent and forearms engaged, and then slowly bend one knee and bring the foot inside of it tight. Hold firmly. This Ardhangiri Vrikshasana, Sira Samudra, rest the hands slightly upon the head. Kevala Kukumuka, Mulabandha. Visualize yourself as slim, steady tree. Roots, the Sahasrara, fast spreading while beneath the surface of the metal support. As you chant the japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. The Ardhangiri Vrikshasanam. Next, we'll be repeating Ardhangiri Vrikshasana on the other side. So you'll be switching the position of legs. Once again, perform Sirsa Mudra, Kevala Kukumuka, engage Mulabandha. Visualize yourself as a steady tree. Roots from the Sahasrara chakra spreading wide beneath the surface. Over the subtle chant the japa Nithyananda Paramashivoham Atha Ardhangiri Vrikshasanam. Next asana is Anjalika Asana. Come down to the in the kneeling position, then seated kneeling position. Keep your knees hip width apart. And then place your hands in front of the heart center in Anjali Mudra. Round your sitting bones evenly into the floor, feeling the sense of gratitude and reverence. Kevala Kukumka, Bandha, gaze to the nose, visualize a radiant light glowing at the heart center and express the deep gratitude, humility, and reverence to Swamiji, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Sri Nithyananda Param. Chant japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Jnananan Bhumo Nidhaya Hastadvayam Hridaya Sthapite Anjalikasanam Idam Ramana Ramanasanam iti. Next asana is Mrityunjaya. From the seated position on your knees, place the crown of the head gently on the ground, supported by interlaced finger, like the Siddhasana. Then lift your knees and extend the legs upward, forming a vertical alignment. Forearms and elbows grounded for support. Focus your mind on Paramashiva and abide steadily within its posture. Vaishnava Mudra. Hold the outer vision steady without blinking, while awareness remains inwardly absorbed. Kevala Kakumka Mool Bandha, visualize yourself being blessed by Lord Paramashiva, transcending any and all fears. Engage Mool Bandha as you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivo Mrityunjayasanam Nama Sirsa Bhum Krishnam Adau Yomani Dhanam Mahadevam Mrityunjayam Amritam Labhet. The next asana is Urdhva Samyukta Padasana. If you are still in the similar asana, stay there and then bend the knees outward and bring the soles of the feet together. So soles of the feet together, knees bent outward. Hold yourself in this position. Shambhavi Mudra, Kevala Kakumka, Mulabandha. Visualize your feet joined as a small radiant moon above you. Gently drawing the energy upward as you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Urdhva Samyukta Padasanam. The next asana is Khadagasana Purvangam. So you're holding yourself in this asana. Keep holding in the asana. Again, visualize the emerging edge of the strength and resolve within you like a sword. Kevala Kakum Bandha Vaishnavi Mudra as you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivo Putitajana Prasarya Padatare Neva Sanyojayet. Next asana is straighten the legs from the previous asana. Now Khadgahasana, straighten the legs. Vaishnavi Mudra, Kevala Kakumka, Moolabandha. Visualize shining blade of God fully forged and steady in your hand, embodying clarity, precision, and powerful strength as you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Bhumingadibham Bhumonitaya Karayo Ranguli Samyak Bhanjanitiye. Next asana is Urdhva Padmasana. So from the similar posture, cross your legs in Padmasana. Cross your legs in Padmasana, or you can relax for a moment. Just relax for a moment. Come back before we enter into the. So start from the kneeling position or bring the legs in Padmasana first, and then place forearms on the ground interlaced in Paramashiva Mudra. Then bring the forehead on the ground, supported by hand, and then slowly balance as you lift. You balance yourself in asana, legs up in Padmasana, Paramashiva Mudra, Kevala Kakumka, Moolabandha, Riju, Drishti, straight, visualize a lotus rising upward from still water, rooted below as a chant, Japam Nithyan Paramashiva Urdhva Padmasanam. The next asana is Mandalasanam. Come down and once again keep your hands interlaced and forehead on the ground, supported by hand. This time you will not be lifting your legs. Bring the knees up, so knees will be up, and soles together, heels near the perineum, and with toes tucked, walk your feet in circles. To the center, to the other side, to the back. Maintain this position. Vaishnavi Mudra, Kevala Kakumka, engage Moolabandha. Visualize a radiant luminous mandala as you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Mandalasanam Padabhyam Bhumi Svishethanstabhyam Cha Parimabhravanam Mandalakaram Dakshinavamacha. The next asana is Hadakahasana Uttaranga. From the seated position, raise the crown of the head on the ground, and then hands will be extended straight on the sides. Elbows will not be bent. So make sure that you are able to balance, creating a tripod support, and from that position, lift your legs in a vertical alignment. Creating a tripod support to stabilize the body, maintain focus and alignment. Vaishnavi Mudra, Kevapalaka Kumbhaka, Mulabandha. Visualize a radiant sword with a blade capable of cutting down any extreme external force as you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Bhujanguli Purutam, Patharya Padadvayam, Ashwanatta Vidhaya. And slowly come down. Next asana is Vajrasaka Chasana Adhakara Trasana. From the seated kneeling position, toes flat, resting, rest your hands resting your sitting bones on the top of the heels. Keep your spine long, shoulder relaxed. Place your hands on the respective thighs with the elbows straight and head facing forward. Shakti Chalana Mudra. Awaken the form the mudra to awaken the base energy and a steady intent, drawing the prana upward. Spine. Ujjayi Kumka pranayama. Slightly contract the throat and draw the breath slowly in to the nostril, producing motion. Engage Mulabandha. Visualize dynamic energy coursing through your legs and spine as this rapid motion loosens tension and deepens the flexibility. Gaze through the nose. Chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Vajrasanamastitau yogi karabhyam padayodvayatum. Chalayeda divegenel lori bhavanti nishya. The next asana is Garudasana Shat. From the seated position on your knees, bring your knees together and spread your feet wide apart. Rotate the inside of your feet out towards the ground and rest your palms on the respective knees. Vaishnavi Mudra. Ujjayi Kumbhaka Pranayama. Mulabandha. Visualize Garuda's majestic wing enveloping your body, wrapping you in protection, protective strength and expansion freedom. Expansive freedom. As you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Dujasanam Apya Atra Kukutasanam Uttamam Anaguptasanam Eva Garudasanam Evacha. The next asana is Gorakshasana Dve. As you are seated, kneeling, start kneeling with your heels together and keep your knees wide apart. Heels are together and knees are wide apart. Allow the inner edge of the feet to rest on the ground with the soles facing each other. Soles are facing each other. Set your hips evenly on your lengthen as you lengthen your spine and lift your chest upright. And then cross your arms behind your back, reaching down to wrap the index finger and middle finger thumb in Prana Mudra around the opposite big toes. Ujjayi Kumbhaka Pranayama. Engage Mulabandha. Visualize the presence of sage Goraksha, the master who systemized Hatha Yoga as the practical path to self-realization. Engage Mulbandha, chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Sagorakshasanam. The next asana is Kurmasana Shat. From the seated position on your knees, spread the knees wide apart, bringing your torso forward. Bring your torso forward, your body forward, resting your elbows lightly on your knees. Then slowly bring your chest down towards the ground and rest your chin onto the mat as well. Keep your heels together behind you and toes flat on the ground as you gaze forward. Form Kur Mudra. Draw the senses inward, becoming still and withdrawn like a tortoise within the shell. Jai Kumka Pranayama Bandha. Visualize the steady, patient presence of the turtle observing the world. Calm wisdom as chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Kurmam Dekhena Udaradharai Karmasano Dahivithi Karo Kurukur. The next asana is Adho-Khagasana. So this is similar kind of a Gajasana posture. So place your palms on the ground, heels on the ground, lift your hips straight up, forming a V shape. Keep your feet hip width apart and heels pressed down. Spine long, head relaxed between the arms. Engage your leg and core. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Shambhavi Mudra. Ujjayi Kumka Pranayama. Engage Mulbandha. Visualize yourself as a graceful mystical bird. Majestic in your descent. As you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashiva Urdhva Khago Madhya Khaga Khaga Tatha Khago Khaga Ishyate. The next asana is Alidhasana. So come to the standing position with one leg forward in a lunge with front leg at 90-degree bent in the front knee. Tuck the toes of the back foot under and keep the back leg almost straight and grounded. Extend the arms on the sides as the front leg forward in a fist. So one hand, both the hands in the fist, one at the extended in front. Arm close to the chest, keep it also upright. Hanu Vam Mudra. Fingers press the ring finger and little finger by the thumb. Forming a fist. Vijay Kumka Pranayama. Mool Bandha. Visualize yourself as a honorable archer, steady and unwavering as you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Atha Anilanadu Pravkarte Vyasavyam Jaivanam Chitam. The next asana is Ardha Chandrasana Dve Uttaranga. Start standing with your feet wide apart and front foot pointing forward. Bend your front knee deeply. So bend your front knee. Lift your heel off the ground, the back heel off the as you lean forward, bring forward towards the front thigh as you reach your top arm over. Bend your head for a long side stretch. So bring both the arms and hold on to the feet. The opposite arm is from the top. Bring the opposite arm, yes, from the top. Try to bring it and hold on to the feet. The top arm also comes down as you bring the knees is bent at 90 degree, and try to bring the top arm also. Try to hold on to the feet over the head, Visualize cool moonlight breathing through your spine. Mulabandha, Chant Japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Bhujena Janu Veshtayatva Murthan Bhuvanayet. The next asana is Baddha Parshakonasana. So, from the previous asana where your knees are bent at 90 degree, lean forward slightly and thread your right arm. Thread your right arm under the front thigh and reaching around towards the back. Bring your left arm around your back to grasp the right wrist. Rotate your torso forward towards the front leg. Lift and open the chest. Ujjayi Kumka Pranayama, Mool Bandha. Visualize being firmly bound by a strong and unbreakable rope of discipline and focus. Chant Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Akshayo Padasandhi Dharanam Katya Buddha. Udara Skandhayo Dharanam Padapadayo. The next asana is Urdhva Akashasthika asana. From the tabletop position, press your hands onto the ground and tuck the toes, lifting your heels as high as hips into the V shape. Shift your weight onto the left hand and foot, and lift and rotate the right leg. Raise the right foot behind you and lift the chest and hip. Extend your right arm, the head. Or back. Engage the core, Shambhavi Mudra, Ujjayi Kumka Pranayama. Engage Mulbandha. Visualize yourself as a radiant, untethered, mystical bird, soaring freely with your chest lifted towards the sky as a chant. Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Urdhva Khagam Madhya Khagam Ishyate. Next asana is Pratyali Dharasana. From the standing position, step your right leg forward into a lunge, 90 degree. Bend your front knee, toes tucked at the back. Extend the arm onto the sides as the front leg forward in the fist, while draw the opposite arm back in a fist close to the chest. Ujjayi Kumka Pranayama. Visualize yourself as a focused, honorable archer, steady and unwavering as you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Agrato Vamapadasya Dakshinam Chanukuchitam Pratyalingam Pratyah Ashtadvayam Stavitram. The next asana is repeating Ardha Chandrasana Dve Saranga on the side. So front knee is bent at 90 degree as you bring the feet to the thigh, the opposite arm over the head, trying to hold on to the feet. Shambhavi Mudra. Visualize the moonlight raging through your spine. Slightly contract the throat in Ujjayi Kumka Pranayama, Mulbandha as you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. भुजेन जानुवेष्टेत्वा मूर्धान् भूमनयेत् निदेशककुम्भकं कृत्वा श्वात्रे धारयेत्. The next asana is the Baddha Parshva Konasana, repeated on the other side. So, as the front knee is bent at 90 degrees, spread the same side arm from the thighs, take it behind, and the opposite arm behind your back, holding onto the opposite wrist. Hands in Parshmudra. Ujjayi Kumka Pranayama. Visualize your being firmly bound by a strong unshakable rope of discipline and focus as you engage Mool Bandha and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Akshayopada Sandhisha Dharaya Kathaye Baddha Udarak Sanda Dha Vishe Dharam Parapadayo. The next asana is repeating Urdhva Akasha Sthikasana, the other side. So this time, as your feet is on the ground, palms are on the ground. This time lift the opposite hand above you or behind you over the head and balance as your hips are lifted. Lift your chest and hips, extend the arms over the head, engage the core and maintain the steady breath. Shambhavi Mudra, Ujjayi Kumka Pranayama. Mool Bandha, visualize yourself as a radiant, untethered, mystical bird soaring freely with your chest lifted towards the sky as you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Bodhakhago Madhyakhaga Tathakhago Ishyate. The next asana is Bhairava Sapadasana. On the plank position with toes tucked and hands flat. Slowly lower your knees, your chest, your chin down so they slightly touch the floor. Your knees are on the ground, your chest and your chin is on the ground. Toes are tucked. Maintain your hips lifted and spine long. Avoid letting your elbows stay wide by tucking them into the sides. With 8 points of contact on the ground, hold this static position. Shambhavi Mudra, Ujjayi Kumbhaka Pranayama. Visualize Lord Kala Bhairava seated firmly in your heart, blazing like dark, intense sun of fierce power. As engage Moolbandha and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Ashtapadasano sthitva bhairavam hridaya dharayet kukrasanam yoktam jano bhayam bolavyopanakam. The next asana is Madhyakhaga asana. Start lying face down with your legs extended and top of the feet pressing onto the floor. Hands under the shoulders. Press through the palms and top of the feet. Lift the chest forward and up. Straighten the arms are straightened while keeping the shoulders away from the ears. Lift the thighs, broaden the collarbones, open the chest, gaze slightly upward, engage the core, breathe steadily. Ujjayi Kumka Pranayama, visualize yourself as a bird soaring upward, embodying freedom, confidence, and clarity as you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Urdhakhago Madhyakhaga Tathakhagot Ishyate Niradharo Pari Chaga Shed Jinda Gavaradhihi. The next asana is Ekapadasana, Trini. So start standing tall with your feet together and arms by your sides. And then shift your weight onto one leg, grounding firmly. And then inhale and lift the opposite leg vertically up towards the sky. As you lean forward, place both the palms on the ground by the side of the feet. Keep your legs extended fully and toes pointed as you flex as comfortable. Hinge forward as your hips as you lower your torso towards the ground, reaching your arms towards the floor or standing leg for the support. Shambhi Mudra, Vijay Kumka Pranayama, Bandha, gaze to the nose, which lies a radiant beam of light flowing from the cosmic source through your crown, grounding into the earth as you chant Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Masendra Parshvam Masendra Baddha Masendra Evacha. The next asana is repeating Ekapadasana Trini on the other side. So you'll be switching the position of the legs. Shambhi Mudra, Jai Kumka Pranayama, which rise a radiant beam of light flowing from the cosmic source through the ground. As you engage Mulbandha and chant the japa Nithyananda Paramashivoham Masendram Masendram Parshmasendram Padmasendram Cha Niralambancha Chandrasanavakantha Padacha. The next asana is a Vrikshasana Trini. So come to the standing position and raise both the arms over the head and bring the palms together in Anjali Mudra and keep your shoulders relaxed as you lengthen upward, and then press your hips gently forward as you lift your chest and engage your core to support the movement, and then tilt your head back and lean into a controlled back bend, maintaining the steady breath, lengthen through the spine. So it's like almost your legs are vertical up and your upper body is parallel to the ground at the back bend. Anjali Mudra, Vijay Kumka Pranayama, engage Mulbandha. We see a strong tree in your mind, roots gripping the earth. We chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Vrikshasanam. The next asana is Marakatasana Dvit. Start standing with your feet hip width apart, wider than the hip width. And on exhalation, hinge your hips, fold forward deeply, and then bringing your head all the way down, spreading it between your thighs. Slide your index finger, middle finger under the big toes. Your hands are holding the big toes in the Prana Mudra from inside. As your head is between the thighs, bring your hands inside and hold on to the big toes in Prana Mudra. Try to keep your legs as straight as possible, comfortably without locking your knees. Shambhi Mudra, Vijay Kumka Pranayama, visualize yourself as a playful monkey, embodying qualities of flexibility, agility, joyful energy, like Hanuman, the revered monkey god, carrying immense strength, courage, unwavering devotion. Chant japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Bhairavam ka Kamadahanam Anipatram cha Karmukam. The next asana is Kantadi Asana. Stand with feet wide and knee bent at 90 degrees and stacked over the ankles. So your toes are tucked. Thighs are parallel to the ground. So your toes are tucked and try to bring the knees, thighs almost parallel to the ground. Keep your spine straight and chest proud. Raise your arms up parallel to the ground. Elbows bent at 90 degrees. Palms facing each other out in Namaskar Mudra. Ujjayi Kumkar Pranayama, Mool Bandha, visualize yourself as Lord Shiva, grounded and unwavering, energy rising to the throat center as you chant the japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam Atha Kantadi Sanam. The next asana is Kondinyasana. The next asana is Kondinyasana. Start by bending your knees and sink your hips down, and then place both palms on the ground. Start from placing both the palms on the ground, and then twist your torso onto one side, and bring both the hands onto the back, shoulder width apart. Place the thighs of the bent leg on the opposite upper arm, and then bend your elbows to create a self. Engage your core and lean forward and shift your weight onto your hands. Try to balance here and then lift your feet off the floor, and bringing your heels towards your glutes, and then extend the top leg straight back while the bottom leg reaches out to the side. Shambhi Mudra, engage Mula Bandha. Visualize yourself as Kundalini Maharishi. As you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. वासिष्ठमथ कौंडिन्यम् औधकुक्कुटमेव च अष्टावक्रमधो अयुत्थानम् ऐरं सेतुबन्धनम् उत्थानपादं क्रौञ्च मरीचिं वीरभद्रकं नटराजं त्रिकोण. Now we'll be repeating Kondinyasana on the other side. So switch the position of your hips. Now twist on the other side. Bring the thighs on the opposite upper arm. Then lean forward, try to balance and extend the feet off the ground and on to the side straight. Shambhi Mudra, visualize yourself as Kundalini Maharishi, embodying luminous intellect and silent devotion. As you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Vasishthatha Kondinyam Urdhukuputtameva cha Vasish Ashtavakramuthotthanam Airam Setubandhanam. The next asana is Manduki Pava Asana. Start from the plank position and toes with slightly wider than the shoulder width. The feet are slightly wider than the shoulder width. Lean over and wrap one arm behind your back and clasp onto the opposite hand's forearm. So bring one hand behind your back, trying to clasp your opposite hand's forearm. Keep your core engaged to a firm hand. Hold a three-limb stance. Maintain the length. Fine. Shambhi Mudra, Ujjayi Kumkar Pranayama. See yourself frog at rest, low, alert, and poised. As you engage Mula Bandha and chant the Om Nithyananda Paramashivam Mandake Avasanam. Now we'll be repeating Mandake Pavasana on the other side. So switch from the plank position. Now this time bring the other hand behind your back, trying to hold on to the forearms of the opposite hand. Balance yourself. Engage Mula Bandha, visualize yourself as a frog at the rest, low, alert point. As you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam Mandake Avanasanam. The next asana is Hamsasana Trini. From the plank position, place both the palms on the ground just below your navel. Then lean forward and bend your elbows to stack them under your wrist. So this is like Mayurasana, but your fingers are pointing towards your head instead of pointing towards your back. Shambhavi Mudra, Vijay Kumka Pranayama, Moola Bandha. Visualize yourself as parent or as you engage Moola Bandha and chant Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Hamsasanamanam Karatalo Nidhayodare Pada Preste Samyuthaya Hastadvaya Riyet. Next asana is Prasarita Asana. So come to the standing position. From the standing position, with your feet wide apart, so your feet are wide apart. And from that position, hinge forward from the hips. Bow your head towards the ground as low as comfortable. And then extend your arms behind you. Extend your arms above and behind you. Interlace your fingers firmly and place your hands away from the back for a stretch. You are stretching your arms at the back. Avoid locking your knees. Ujjayi Kumka Pranayama. Jalandhar Bandha. Cut the chin to the chest firmly. Visualize yourself extending deeply in a bow towards Paramashiva, embodied as wise and compassionate Guru as you chant the japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Tadvat Padadvayam Tanmukhetu Pranamitam Prishtho Apadhanastha Samprasaya Kardvayam. The next asana is Utkatak Konasana Dvaya. So as you are standing with feet wide apart, knee bent at 90 degrees. So bring the leg, knees at 90 degrees. Feet are pointed out, back over the wrinkle, thighs parallel to the ground. Keep your spine straight, chest tilted slightly down, and hands are on the top of your respective knees. With elbows locked and hold the firmly. Shambhavi Mudra, Ujjayi Kumka Pranayama, engage. Visual embody Goddess Kali. Kali's bold energy as a chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Shapta Chakrakshana Vikshasana Visheshakan Janane Indriya Dharnaya Purna Bhiran Samabhishet. The next asana is Parivritti Trikona Utkata Konasana. So once again, stand with feet wide apart, with knees bent at 90 degrees and stacked over the ankles, thighs parallel to the ground. Keep your spine straight, chest slightly lifted. Rest your hands on the top of your respective knees, with elbows locked, and then twist your upper torso to the left or to the right. Simultaneously bend your left elbow and lock your right elbow to press the inner thigh. So use your opposite arm to twist yourself. Shambhavi Mudra, Ujjayi Kumka Pranayama. Visualize your body turns. Imagine Goddess Kali is raising within, releasing tension and old emotional weight. As you chant the japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Shapta Chakrakshana Vrishasana Visheshakam Janane Indriya Dharnaya Purna Bhedan Samabhishet. Now repeat Parivritta Utkata Trikonasana on the other side. So twist the position of your torso, twist on the other side. And once again perform Shambhavi Mudra, Ujjayi Kumka Pranayama. As you turn, body turns, imagine Goddess Kali is raising, energy raising within, breathing tension and old emotional weight. As you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Shapta Chakrakshana Vrishasana Visheshakan Janane Indriya Dharnaya Purna Bhedan Samabhishet. The next asana is Utkata Konasana. So just relax for a moment as you once again bend Stand with feet wide apart, knees bent at 90 degrees, thighs parallel to the ground. Keep your spine straight and chest proud. Raise your upper arm parallel to the ground, elbows bent at 90 degrees. Palms are facing outward and hold firmly. Ujjayi Kumka Pranayama, Mool Bandha visualize. Emboding Goddess Kali, fierce face as you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Shapta Chakrakshanadaya Rishasan Vishesakan Vajjalane Dridhanaya Abhedam Samarpet. The next asana is Ghanasana. So stand tall with the feet flat, grounded beneath you. Let your arms rest naturally by your sides, with shoulders relaxed. Lengthen your spine and lift gently through the ground. Maintain the steady breath and calm. Shambhe Mudra, Ujjayi Kumbh Karvanama. Visualize yourself becoming dense and contained like a solid block that cannot be disturbed or scattered. As we engage Mulbandha and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Atagahanasanam. The next asana is Tula Dandasana. From the standing position in Tadasana with your feet together, inhale and lift your arms straight over the head, clasping your hands. Shift your weight slowly onto one foot and begin to raise the opposite leg straight behind you while hanging forward at the hips. Extend the lifted arm, leg, forehead, torso so they form a straight line parallel to the ground. Hands are front of the head, over the head in Anjali Mudra. Ujjayi Kumbh Pranayama. Visualize your body strong and straight in perfect balance like a firm shaft as you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Tuladandhanam nam pada bhumo sthapetvad shariram tuladandavad samdhare dochchate. Now we'll be repeating Tuladandasana on the other side. So switch the position of your leg. Lean forward. Body parallel to the ground. Shambhe Mudra. Ujjayi Kumbh Pranayama. Visualize the body strong and straight in perfect balance. As you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Tuladandasanamanam pada bhumo sthapetva shariram tuladandavad samdhare duchyate. The next asana is Niradhara Ardha Khagasana. This is one of the advanced postures where from the handstand you will be bending the legs at parallel to the ground from the hips. So from the deepest squat position with your hands on the ground, shoulder width apart, lean forward, engage the core, lift your hips while straightening your legs. Shift your weight onto the hands, keep your arms straight, lift your feet off the ground so that they form 90 degrees at the hip. Engage your core. The legs are bent at front. Try to balance. Shambhe Mudra, Samavriti, Moolabandha. Visualize yourself as majestic, powerful mystical bird flying straight, strong as you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Urdha Khago Madhya Khagastava Ja Atesam Taha. The next asana is Hastasana. From the deep squatting position, this is like a handstand. So from the deep squatting position, place palms on the ground in front of you, shoulder width apart, lean forward, engage your core, lift your hips while straightening your legs as you shift your weight onto the hands. Keep your arms straight, lift off your feet off the ground. Straight, balance yourself, Shambhe Mudra, Samavritti, Mulbandha. Visualize yourself grounded yet powerful. Just awareness, chant japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Asanam Hastasanam Nam Karatara Bhumo Sthapitva Pado Prishte Samuthaye Hastabhyam Dharyetalam. The next asana is even deeper, advanced asana, where from the handstand you'll be balancing yourself on one hand. So give it a try. If you are still trying to balance on both the hands, please continue to do so. Those who are advancing, please go ahead and try to balance on one arm. Shambhavi Mudra, Samavritti. Visualize yourself as a tree, firmly rooted in the ground. Despite a slender trunk, you are incredibly strong and sturdy. Samavritti, Moola. As you chant the japa, Nithyananda Paramashivoham Nastavikshasanamanama Ekahaste Bhumi Sprishet Aparam Nastamurtham Kritta Vrikshavad Vishvite. Now we'll be repeating Ekahasta Niladhara Khadgasana on the other side, meaning switch the position of your hands in the handstand and balance on the opposite arm. You will try once again and you're still with your two hands on the ground in Vrikshasana. Please do practice. Mahavakya Mulbandha chant japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Buddhakhaga Madhyakagasto Ishyate. The next asana is Hasta Vakrasana. So this is similar to the previous asana. One single hand tree pose. Once again, try to balance yourself with a deeper balance. Arms are almost straight. Other hand is almost like extended on the side. Visualize yourself as tree, firmly rooted in the ground, despite slender trunk, other incredibly strong, sturdy. Samavritti Mulbandha Dishant Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Hastavikshasana Rame Ekahaste Bhumi Sprishet. Now we'll be performing Ekapada Niladharasana, Niladhara Khandakasana on the opposite side. Once again, balance yourself in one hand. Stable, gradually shift your weight onto one hand and lift the other hand off the ground, balancing arm supported. 9. Shambhavi Mudra, Samavritti. Visualize your entire body lifting smooth and effortlessly. Moola chant japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Buddhakhaga Madhyakagasto Khaga Ishyate. The next asana is Gomukhasana, Trini. So come down, settle down. Start seated with knees stacked. Right knee is over the left in Gomukhasana position. And then raise both your elbows upward. Cross your hands behind your back, holding onto the opposite shoulders. So bring your hands above the head, then bend the elbows. Hold on to the opposite shoulders. Shambhavi Mudra, Apakashapamka, Mulbandha. Visualize yourself embodying the gentle awareness of a cow's face. As chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Bhairavam Kamadahanam Panipatram Chakarmakam Swastikha Komakham Veeram Mandakam Karmakasanam. Next is Gomukhasana Chatwari. On the same similar seated position. Raise your right elbow towards upward. Then place the right hand behind your back. Clasp onto the fingers with your left hand, coming from below and up. Try to hold onto the hands. Hold steady, with the spine upright. Shambhavi Mudra, Apakashapamka, Mulbandha. Visualize yourself as a gentle, intelligent cow, embodying calm patience. As you chant, gaze to the third eye and chant japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Siddham Padmam Tatha Simham Vajram Tam Vajram Muktakam Guptam Gomukhe Cha Param Eva. The next asana is Baddha Parshvasana. So, from the similar seated position, bring the left hand behind your back and hold on to the right arm. And the right arm, keep the right arm on your belly, right palm on the belly. So, the left arm is behind you, holding on to the right elbow. And then bend your right palm, bring it to the elbow, bring it belly, and then lean forward to the right side and bringing your forehead towards the ground. Apakasha Kumbhaka. Partially close the nose, doing Rejka Purka. Yes, Apakasha Kumbhaka. As stated by Brahma. Mulbandha visualize your Kundalini raising up the spine through the chest and crown of your head as you chant the Japa Nithyananda Paramashivam Dharita Prashte Shayanakati Nishtagucha Hridam Uttolayet. The next asana is Sannyasana. Start seated with your left knee bent and foot at the right hip. So bend your left. So from the similar position, now lift your right knee and the knee is bent and knees are up. Feet is over the left thigh. Place your right foot flat onto the mat as you're already into that position. And then take your left hand and hold onto the left knee. And twist your upper body towards the right. Bringing the right arm behind your back and hold onto the opposite. Right hand trying to hold onto the opposite hip. Keep your spine elongated, avoid arching. You as twist intensely. Shambhi Mudra Apakash Kumka. Visualize yourself with eagle's sharp vision, seeing your path clearly. Engage Mulbandha, chant the Japa Nithyananda Paramashivam. Pamam Padam Dakshinatale Sthapitva Dridham Nayet. The next asana is Sannyasana Purvanga. From the similar posture, now twist your torso on the opposite direction. Hands, similar posture, be in the similar posture. And this time, your right arm hold onto the left big toes. Twist yourself in the opposite direction. Twist your torso in the opposite direction. And your left arm is raised above, straight up. Try to twist on the opposite direction. Shambhi Mudra Pakarsakumka Mulbandha. See yourself soaring like an eagle, lifting effortlessly on a powerful wing as you chant the Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Pamam Padam Dakshinatare Sthapitva Dridham Nayet. Dakshina Vamabhushe Kate. The next asana is Gomasendra Asana. So, from the similar seated position, this time bring your right arm from outside. Right arm. Bring the right arm. Bring the left arm from inside, from outside. As you are twisted towards the raised knee, twist yourself to the raised knee and bring the left arm and thread it inside the gap between the thighs of the raised knee, bringing the hand behind and bring the right arm behind, trying to clasp the hands in Paramashiva Mudra. Apakash Kumka. Visualize yourself drawn backward steady, focus tension, engage Mulbandha, chant the japa. Nithyananda Paramashivoham Dhanurakashata Vishta Dhanurasaname Tirtham. The next asana is Ardha Padmasana. So now, from the seated position, bring one foot and place it on the top of the opposite thigh. Keep the other leg bent beneath you or extend it comfortably. So one leg is on the top of the opposite thigh and other leg is beneath you. Sit upright with spine tall, shoulder relaxed. Rest the hands on the thighs or knees. Arms are facing up or down. Maintain the steady breath and inward focus. Hold the position, posture with balance and ease. Shambhi Vaishnava Mudra, Apakashapam Mulbandha. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space as you gaze through the third eye and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashiva Parumasanam api Reshtam Darudaras Jate. The next asana is Vama Chaturam Padasana. So once again, come to the standing sitting position in Gomukhasana, and this time switch the position. This time bring the right knee down, left knee stag over. Keep your spine tall and interlace a finger in front of the stomach. Hands in Parshmudra, Apakash, Kumka, Mulbandha. Visualize balance returning left side as you chant, gaze to the nose, chant the japa Nithyananda Paramashivoham Vama Chaturashanapadhasanam. The next asana is Chapati Asana. From the similar seated position, place the back of your hands on the respective hips, arms facing outward. Keep your spine tall. Breathe deeply, hold question steadily. Shambhi Mudra, Apakash Kumka, Mulbandha. Visualize grounded patience, rhythmic precision, unhurried power, quiet reliability, resilient success and steady endurance, and honored repetition as you chant japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Charpatyasanam. The next asana is Govinda Asana. From the similar leg position, place your hands on the thighs, palms facing upward. Palms facing upward. Keep your spine tall. Shambhi Mudra, Apakash, Kumka, Mulbandha. Visualize yourself seated as calm guardian, steady and unhurried as you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Govindasana. The next asana is Lovely Asana. So from the similar position, hold the feet with respective hands. Hold the big toes in the Prana Mudra. And inhale in Sakti Chala Mudra. Awaken the base, spine and steady intent. And when you forcefully exhale, engage with Dhyana Bandha, Mulbandha. And once you have performed the Uddiyana Bandha, isolate and roll the abdomen muscles in a circle. After engaging the Uddiyana Bandha, roll the stomach in a circle and loudly. Yeah. When you engage, when you inhale, release Apakash Kumka, Uddiyana Bandha, visualize your Kundalini awakening on the base of your spine as chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Sarvangachalane deva. Kundali Shakti Chalanam. Chalanat Kundali Devyashal. Bhavet Prabhu. Next asana is Janu. Hasana. From similar seated position, as you're holding on to the big toes in the prana mudra, lean gently over the raised knee, lowering your chest and forehead towards the thighs for a deeper stretch. Keep your spine long, shoulder relaxed, avoid collapsing your chest. Apakash Gumka, Kulabandha, visualize your Kundalini as the sacred flame being ignited by the spinning stick, creating the glowing amber to awaken the powerful fire deep within as you channel the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Jano Pindya Kritva Madhya Savyalakshana Prayet. The next asana is Pada Samyukta Pravritti Asana. From the similar seated position, cross your arms and hold on to the opposite big toes in Pranamudra. Lean gently over the raised knee. So cross your arms in front of you. Cross your arms and put on big toes in front of you. Lean gently over the raised knee, lowering your chest and forehead towards your thighs for deep stretch. Pranamudra Apakarsa Kumka, visualize the Kundalini awakening along your spine, gently flowing upward as you sit with legs crossed, twisting gracefully. One side, engage Mulabandha as you chant the japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Panchitya Astale Niveshya Grivayam Adhikam Parivartayet. The next asana is Ganeshasana. This time, you'll be crossing your legs behind your back, crossing your hands behind your back, and holding on to the big toes. So, there's a deeper stretch. Visualize Lord Shiva's bow, Shivanika, at the base of spine shooting upward, piercing all chakras. As you visualize your fierce, focused energy igniting within you, like Shiva's arrow piercing through inertia. Apakarshakumka Udyana Bandha. Gaze to the nose and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Bhumike Sansidam Kritva Bani Parshvi Sukam Yugmake. The next asana is Bandha Parshva Avishasana. From the similar seated position, bring your right hand behind your back and hold on to the left arm. Keep your left hand on the belly. Lean towards your left side and bring your forehead towards the ground. Keep Shambhi Mudra Apakarsh Kumka. Gaze down. Chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Dharitva Prishtes Shayana Katina Nushkuchyata Dharam Tolage. The next asana is Sannyasana, repeating on the other side. So, this time, lift your left knee towards the chest, feet on the ground, crossed over the right leg. Twist towards the raised knee. Right arm holding the right knee as you bend your right and left arm and hold on to the opposite hip and thighs. Shambhi Mudra, gaze towards your back, Apakarsh Kumka. Visualize yourself as with the eagle's sharp vision as you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivo. Vamam Padam Dakshinatare Sabhitva Dharam Nayet Dakshina Gaksha Vam Tam Parati. Yatra. Next is Dhenahasana Purvanga. So this time, now twist your torso on the opposite direction and your right arm is raised above, the left arm is holding the right big toe. Visualize, see yourself soaring like an eagle, lifting effortlessly on powerful wings. Apakash Kumka Mool Bandha, Nandajapam Nithyananda Paramashivam, Vamam Padam Dakshinatare Sapitadham Nayet. The next asana is Agamas Yogapada. Again, twist your upper body towards the raised knee and bring the right arm from outside and spread it inside the raised knee. The opposite arm behind you. We're trying to clasp the hand behind you. Namahe Mudra. Give a deep twist to yourself. Visualize yourself as the bow drawn back with the steady tension. Engage Mool Bandha as you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Dhanurakarshana Prishta Dhanur Asanam Nitiratam. The next asana is Ardha Kurmasana. As sit with your knees on the ground, sit with your knees bent, knees wide apart, feet outside of the hips. Exhale and then lower your chest to the ground. Keep your hips between the heels. Palm in Anjali Mudra beneath the throat, with the tips of the fingers touching the chin as it rests onto the ground. Tips of the fingers touching the chin as it rests on the ground. Purva Mudra. Draw the senses in. Enjoy Kumaka Pranayama. Rise as a tranquil, steadfast turquoise flowing inward, sheltered and inward. Gaze to the nose and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Ardha Kurmasana Manam Pada Prashthesam Sampatho. Next asana is Sauri Asana. So come to the kneeling position with your toes tucked behind. So come to the kneeling position. Toes are tucked, sitting bones on your back heel. Spread the knees wide apart. Place your palms on the respective upper thighs so that the fingers point towards the body. Keep the spine long, chest upright. You hold position. Engage your core gently for the stability. Shambhala Mudra. Ujjayi Kumka Pranayama. Engage Mulbandha and Uddiyana Bandha. Exhale forcibly and engage all Uddiyana Bandha. Visualize, feel the sun's warm, steady glow entering in your body core, nourishing with your vital life energy as a chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Atha Sauri Asana. The next asana is Dakshinaga Ripava Muktasana. So start seated with one heel drawn in close to the perineum, with grounding your weight evenly. Place the opposite foot flat on the ground with knee raised, keeping your spine tall, and thread your arms across one another in front of your chest, sliding them between the torso. Thread your arms across one another in front of the chest. Lifted high to create a sakra. Shambhala Mudra. Mulbandha. Visualize. Trapped pressure and restlessness being squeezed out, leaning from the lower body, like air released from the sealed chamber as you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. That's Dakshina Griva Pavanamuktasanam. The next asana is Ardha Paschimottanasana. So sit with one leg stretched out in front of you and place the heel of the opposite foot firmly against the perineum. Knees are bent. So from the kneeling position, extend one arm straight in front of you. The kneeling position. From the kneeling position, straighten your arms in front of you. Extend your arms forward to grip the toes of the extended leg. Lean your head forward to rest above the bent knee, while keeping your spine long and chest. So the knee can be on the ground. The bent knee can be on the ground. Ujjayi Kumka Pranayama, Mool Bandha. Visualize your extended leg grounding the energy that feels rising gently onto the perineum. To anchor prana as we chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Padam Vasikaram Kuryat Padasya Esha Buddhas Sannipas. Next asana is Vama Vrikshasana. Start sitting on your knees with your right heel resting beneath your sitting bones for the support, and bring the left knee outside of your left hip. So from the kneeling position, toes are not tucked, toes are flat. Bring the left heel outside of the left hip. And then allow the legs to settle comfortably. Lengthen your spine as you gently twist your upper body towards the left. Keep a soft movement control. Place your hands in front of the stomach, resting on top of the other. In front of the stomach. Hands are resting on top of the other. Nambi Mudra Ujjayi Kumka Pranayama. Visualize old pattern, loosening their grip as you turn gently to the left and twisting a rope without force. Engage Mool Bandha. And japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Mahavakya Vamavakrasanam. The next asana is Vama Gripa Muktasana. So, as you are seated with heel drawn, place the opposite foot flat on the ground, knee raised, and other knee close to the perineum, grounding your weight evenly. So one heel is drawn close to the perineum. So from the kneeling position, bring one foot on the ground, knee raised. It's a Vama Giripavas Muktasana, means the left foot is on the ground. Left foot is on the ground and knee is raised. Spread your arms across your chest. Lift your thighs. Secure the hold. Shambhi Mudra. Ujjayi Kumka Pranayama Mool Bandha. Visualize accumulated tension and stagnant energy releasing gently from the left side. As you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Vama Grahana Pavanamuktasanam. Then next is repeating Vama Ardha Paschimottanasana on the other side. This time extend the opposite foot straight from the kneeling position. So the toes are not tucked, toes are flat. Feet is flat on the back. Lean forward, pull down to the big toes. Feet engage Mool Bandha. Lean forward to rest yourself above the bent knee. As Visualize yourself as the guardian of the West, embodying the vast flowing power of cosmic ocean like Lord Vishnu. Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashiva Padam Vastrinam Kuryat Padasya Esha Kodi Sannifya Patahi. The next asana is Dakshina Vakrasana. Start sitting on your knees with your left heel resting beneath the sitting bones. So once again, from the kneeling position, the left heel is resting beneath the bones, and the right hip heel is outside of the right hip, allowing the legs to settle comfortably. Lengthen your spine as you twist your upper body towards the right. Hands interlaced in front of the stomach. Shambhi mudra ujjayi kumka pranayama. Mula bandha as you chant japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Dakshina Vakrasanam. The next asana is Kaputahasana Dve. From the kneeling position, bring your hands onto the ground in front of you and extend one leg backward, straight. So one leg is straightened at the back. The other knee, the opposite knee is bent in front. And heels slightly crossed inward towards the groin. Bring your hands to the respective hips. Push your hips and chest forward. Gently lean your upper body back and open your chest as you lift your head towards upward. Shambhi mudra ujjayi kumka pranayama. Mula bandha. Visualize yourself as a serene, so embodying grace and calm strength as you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Langha Hridha Padam Ekam Prasarya. The next asana is Kaputahasana Dve, Purvanga. From the similar position, bend the leg which was at the back. Bend the leg, lifting the feet upward, and bring your hands to the respective, bring your hands over the head, trying to hold on to the feet. Gently lean your upper body back so that it gives you a nice stretch and support to hold on to the feet. Shambhi mudra ujjayi kumka pranayama. Visualize yourself as a dove poised in a graceful radiance, radiating a harmonious blend of strength and ease as you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Asarita padangushta shira prashte vinmayet ka Acharchanamantam Vamayam Samacharet. The next asana is the Prishtabhaddha Bhairavasana. So, as you are seated in a similar posture with your knees, back knee bent vertically up. Now, in this time, if you bring the opposite arm from behind and trying to hold on to the big toes or the bent leg, and the other arm holding onto the feet from over the head. Shambhi mudra. Ujjayi kumka pranayama. Mula bandha. Engage Mula bandha. Visualize the Lord Bhairava's fierce energy raging within you as you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Pahapadam Lakshino Ruddham Samadhaya Prashet. Lakshahastena Gariyayam Prashe Shironikhet. Next is Kaputahasana Dve, Taranga. So this is a front split. So from the seated position, extend one leg straight out in front and the other leg straight in behind. Place your hands on your hips and gently tilt your head up, back slightly while lifting your chest upward to open across the heart. Shambhi mudra ujjayi kumka pranayama. Visualize yourself as a tranquil dove soaring with open grace, embodying expansive freedom and radiant. openness. Engage Mula Bandha. Chant Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Kvichita Janu Purasat Prasarya Nishedha Kuryat. So stay in the single position as we enter into the variation of this asana, which is Kapata Hasana Dve Taranga Dve. So from the single previous asana, just lean forward and hold. Lean forward, bringing your head onto the front knee and placing your hands onto the feet. Shambhe Mudra, Ujjayi Kumka Pranayama, engage Mula Bandha and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Kunchita Jana Purasad Prasarya Nidesha Kumbhushat Kuryat. The next asana is Kapadahasana Dve, repeated on the other side. So switch the position of the legs. So this time bring the other foot straight out at the back and other knee is bent. Hands on the hips. Open up your chest as you lean little backward. Shambhe Mudra, Ujjayi Kumka Pranayama, visualize yourself as a surrender, embodying grace and calm strength as you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Langha Padam Ekam Prasarya Anyam Konchita Voye Anayet. The next asana is Kapatahasana Dve Purvanga. So bend the back leg, knee vertically up, the feet is vertically up, and then raise both the hands above the head, trying to reach to the feet, holding onto the feet. You can lean backward, arch your back, support this balance yourself. Shambhe Mudra, Ujjayi Kumka Pranayama, engage Mula Bandha as you visualize yourself at the door, vast and graceful radiance, radiating harmonies, blend of stress, strength and ease as you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Prasarita Padangushta Shra Prashtaya Enmayet. The next asana is continuation of the previous asana, is Prashtabadha Bhairavasana. So from the similar position, now this time bring the one hand behind your back, holding onto the bent leg, big toes. The other hand is over the head, still holding onto the raised feet. Shambhe Mudra, Ujjayi Kumka Pranayama, Mula Bandha as you chant the japa Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Padam Dakshinoro Prasama Jaya Prashe. The next asana is Kapatahasana Dve Uttaranga. So this time the leg which is bent, straighten forward into the front split. Hands on the opposite, hands on the hips. Open up your chest as you lean backward. Engage Mula Bandha, Ujjayi Kumka Pranayama as you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Kunchita Jana Prastat Prasarya Nishamba Kumbhaka Kuryat. Now from the similar position, lean forward. The next asana is Kapatahasana Dve Taranga Dve. Lean forward, bringing, holding onto the feet with the hands and head to the thighs. Shambhe Mudra, Mula Bandha, engage Kumka, Jai Kumka Pranayama as you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Kunchita Jana Purasat Prasara Nishedha Kumbhayat Kuryat. The next asana is Nihaswasasana. So come to the seated position with both the legs extended in front of you. Interlace the finger at the navel center and Parish Mudra. Open up the chest, focus on smooth, even exhalation. Perform Ujjayi Kumka Pranayama, engage Mula Bandha, visualize each exhalation emptying you completely as if stale air. As you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nishwasa Hasanam. The next asana is Trikonahasana Purvanga. So start from the seated position with legs extended in front of you, and then lean forward and hold on to the big toes. So legs are in split position. Spread your legs on the sides in a split, and then lean forward. Hold on to the big toes. Spread your toes wide. Lower your chest and chin to the ground. Pranayama Jai Kumka Pranayama Jai yourself as a perfect triangle. Mulabandha chant japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Padam Gushtadvayam Greva Kritva Padam Gushtad Vegain. The next asana is Trikonahasana, Trini. So, similar position. Rotate onto your back and extend your feet on the ground behind you. So, and it's a similar position, hands in Pranayama, Vijay Kumka Pranayama, Jalandhar Bandha. So this time we'll perform Jalandhar Bandha. Vijay yourself a luminous triangle, lifting gently from its base as a chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Padam Gushtadvayam Grihita Kurta Prasarit Padaha. The next asana is Trikonahasana, Taranga. Come to the seated position and rotate onto your back. Come to the kneeling position, and from the kneeling position, lift your heels, lift your hips, bend forward, and wrap your arms beneath and respective shin and hold on to the feet. Hands are under the thighs, goes under the thighs, and holding between the legs. Hands goes between the legs and holding on to the feet. Do your best to keep your knees straight and calm. This progressive posture of triangle pose. As you Shambhi Mudra engage, Mulabandha chant japa, Jananda Bandha chant japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. पाणी द्वयं गुल्फे युग्मे निवेश्य पादांगुष्ठाद्रं गृहीत्वा. Now, slowly lie down in samsanavasana. Lie down with your back, feet extended, relaxed, arms slightly away from the body, with palms facing up. Let your shoulders soften into the mat. Place your hands comfortably on the sides. Shakti Chila Mudra, Kevala Kukumka, Mulabandha. Shambhi Mudra as a chant japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om 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 Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivam Om 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 Nithyananda Paramashivam
Slowly come back to your physical body. Start to wiggle your fingers, feet, ankles, wrist, Bring your knees to your chest and roll from side to side. As you lean on one side and come back to the comfortable seated position. Bring your hands in Namaskara Mudra as you offer your gratitude to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Yoga, who is the living manifestation of Paramashiva, happened on the planet Earth to give the superconscious breakthrough to the whole of humanity. Just let's chant the japa, chant the Poon mantra in the session. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti Shanti Harihi Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhava Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Bhagukarpanamastu Om Nithyanandam. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Make sure that you tune in tomorrow as well with live daily Nithyananda Yoga. Thank you.